Traders, have you ever think trading is pretty hard? And then I was thinking maybe all the journey what I'm talking about here is pretty actually it's not easy to understand maybe beginners and levels like that. But we have to understand one thing. Let's say you wanna be a professional football player. What you think you're gonna be 1 year and you're gonna be a professional football player? Or you wanna be a basketball player? Or what you think what is actually hitting the ball if you are a football player? You, your leg, or your mind? And now it's the twist, or it's our muscle memory. If you are a basketball player, what you gonna do? You throw the ball, or it's your muscle memory. It's the patterns what you sanding years and years. It's all smooth edges, no squares, smooth, and it's like pebble in the stream. Or it's your hands. What you think? You play golf. What you think there? Or you are a professional kickboxer. It's your muscle memory, or it's your leg or hand or something. What do you think what is actually going on if you are able going all in, and what is what you actually learn and study is your muscle memory, the automatic thinking. Because if you do something, that's already means you are done thinking. You don't have to think anymore twice, because you thinking already. You are done the thinking. Now what is going on? Let's say trader. It's one heaviest thing. Like back in the days, I was professional kickboxer. I really love it, and it was hard journey. Years and years and years. I've been fighting in Thailand, Spain, all around Europe, places like that. And what I was using was numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I was using just 7 numbers in my head. Soon as when I say one number, that was my combination. It was pure muscle memory. I didn't think anymore. What I was doing, I was watching the opponent. Exactly like you and the market makers. Market makers, what they gonna do? They just punch you on the ground. More. They don't give up. But now it's your turn. You stand up, you're there holding your position, you're looking where's the weakness point, you're looking where's the structure, how it's move, what is going on, where is the weakness point, and you try to figure out what is going on with other sides. And then you see some weakness points, then you're thinking your own muscle memory. You see, okay, exactly that place, this hand, this elbow is a little bit higher. That means the ribs are open. So what combination you can use to hit the ribs? Let's say for me was number 4. So I was thinking I'm gonna go luck closer, and I'm just saying number in my head, number 4, and then bam combination. Muscle memory. That is exactly the same thing what we have to learn in trading. And if you think that trading is it's hard for you, it's every single thing. Go play golf, it's hard. Go train MMA, it's hard. Football, hard. Basketball, hard. Every single thing is hard. But the reality is, we are still learning the same thing, and what is the muscle memory? It is absolutely important to realize everything here in the trading mindset. It is a muscle memory, and opportunities what we have, millions, details, millions, principles. It's going that direction. So many patterns, so many. But now it's the same thing. We have to have the formula or the way or some information in our back pockets if we're going against the market makers. And when we see the weakness, what number we're gonna use, what we're gonna use. You cannot just go in that and do some random stuff, because you don't know. Let's say in the boxing ring, I see the market makers, the elbow is open, so I'm gonna using the elbow combination to hit the ribs. But now, let's say elbow is open and elbow is up here, and now I'm gonna hit the face, but now boom, he blocked because elbow was up. He take the elbow up here and he blocked my punch in the face. So that's basically stop loss, because it wasn't right combination to hit that, because the weakness point was the ribs, not the face. And now it's the same thing with the trading. We have to understand where the market makers are coming from and where they are going. Otherwise, you can be in the even right direction, but just timing was wrong, and again timing was wrong, and again timing was wrong, because one thing what is happening, you didn't understand what is the overall picture. You just zoom straight in and you think, okay, market is ready to go. Mostly it's not. Market is gonna build up the major zones, the major zones, the major zones, the minor zones. Then we have the principles, and then we have the patterns. It's a whole long journey. It's gonna build up himself, and then we're gonna make the major movements. And it's happening every single day. So now let's go in the most important thing, what is about the market engineering, to understand where market makers are and what is going on. So back in days, I was figure out something, because I need some information, I need some supporting words in my back pocket to go in the war and to win the war, to have a take profit in my back pocket. So what I was doing back in the days, I was making my own formula. Whoop. So basically the idea is yin yang between the market makers and people, individual people like us, me, you, every single trader. So then I was zoom in and I was thinking, so what the market makers are offer in the trading game. And I found the money and the power. The money to move the market and the power to move the market. And what is individual people offer to the market? I found emotions and behaviors, human behaviors. And then I was thinking, what all those things equal? What you think is noise and manipulation. This is the easy thing what is happening every single day in this market. Is the noise and manipulation between the money, power, emotions and behavior, between the market makers and the individual people, millions individual people like me, you and all traders. Because we have to understand where the money and power is coming. It's not only the market makers, it's huge massive companies, banks, institutes, teams with the billions and trillions euros, dollars, pounds and so on. And people, we don't have power to move them, we don't have money to move the market. Like, come on, we don't have. So that's why humans are emotions and behaviors. That's what was going on. And through that I was make the way how to zoom in and understand something is. So we're gonna look the major movements, then we're gonna look the principles, and then we're gonna look the patterns. First, second, and third. So first we're gonna look the major movements. Secondly, we're gonna look the principles, and third, we're gonna look the patterns. So for example, right now, let's go down here. And if I'm talking about if you already watched my previous 4 videos. So what is happening here? The major movements. First, the major movements. The major high and the major low. So where is now the minor ones? So you can say even here, one sec, major and the minor, no problem, major and minors. It's kind of same anyway. So where's the minor one? Minor high, minor low. So now, where's the principles? Where is the principle? So the principle is now here. What's the principle? To break higher, retest, and continue the movement, or we get rejected and start breaking the lows. And what was happening? The price get rejected and breaking the lows. Now let's go back in the zero and let's talk about another thing, what is happening in this formula. So now let's go back and talk about the major zones again. What we have, the major zone and major zone. So what is in your mind right now? Your opportunity to go long or short is hundreds and hundreds, because right now we have no information. Patient. Now through the patient, what is happening? The price was breaking the highs, we create the minor high, and the price was breaking the lows, and we create the minor high, minor low. And now what is happening? We are still, right now we have zero information. We have 100% to go short, 100% to go long. So this mathematic language, you can develop in your mathematic language. I'm just using a very simple example. But now what is happening is, price is shooting straight up and get rejected. And now what was happening? The price was breaking the lows. So when we're gonna use the major information and minor information, what I get right now here, because we break the lows, is 50% long and still 100% short. Now let's go zoom in. Price was breaking the lows, retest the lows, pullback is coming, and the price is creating now the new minor high and new minor low. Price is getting again. Principle is to break higher, retest, going higher, or get rejected and start breaking the lows. I'm gonna or get rejected and start breaking the lows. Exactly what was previously. Price get rejected, break the lows. Price get rejected and break the lows. The previous lows what we create. I'm going to show you now. The previous lows what price was creating, we break it. The previous lows what price was make it, we break. And now what is happening? So now let's jump in the principles. What's happened here? The price get rejected. Before was 50-10, 50-100. Now what we have is, say, 25-100. After that principle, now price is breaking the lows, going back up here. What was happening? The price was breaking the lows again. So now you can do, we have 20% to go long and still 100% to go short. So now what was happening? We was talking about the major and minor structures. What was happening here? So now secondly, we talk about the principles. The principles, what is happening on the way, on the journey. On the way on the journey. And now, what's happening here? The pattern. So where is the pattern? So what is happening in the end here? We have what is here? We have Perry's pattern with the principle. Now what is happening? If you look in the pattern, we have 10% to go long and still 100% to go short. That's the trade what we are looking for every single day. And that's the whole formula here. And now this information has to be in your muscle memory every single day if you want to be a professional trader, because that's not the formula how you trade, that's the formula how you gathering information. And that's the weight between the yin and yang, the market makers and humans, people. That's the weight what you feel it. So basically the idea is, if you have yin and yang, original one, now inside here like that. So now those little spheres here, those two, those are the weight what is happening in these numbers. You feel how one side inside the other side is going much more weight and weight, and the other side is getting lighter and lighter and lighter. And that's the weight, that's the how to say, that's the kind of spiritual weight what you feel it through the words, through the action, through the major and minor, and through the principles. It's words what is building up this weight. That's why it's kind of people don't know it, because it's very deep down, all this information. That's why market makers making those movements exactly in those places where the fear is the strongest, because the market makers are playing around emotions and behavior patterns, because they know exactly what is going on the other side. Because we have to understand one thing more, it's just not market makers. Who is the market makers? Most intelligent, most smartest, most richest, most powerful, and so on people in the world. Do you realize that? Most smartest people in this world, and they are being here in this market, I don't know, 50 years straight. They know exactly what is going on. They know exactly where is the human weakness points, because they build it, they invent it, they developmenting everything. There is so many algorithms and computers what is playing exactly all those weakness points, and they know it. Now is what you're gonna know. What is your what you have in the back pocket if you're going in the war? What you have? That's the main question. And what you have to have is punch of muscle memory. Punch of muscle memory, because if you're looking what is going on in the market, let's say boxing ring, you against the market makers, because if you're looking, you have to understand where is the weakness points, and now you have to understand where is your muscle memories. You can do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 different super strong principles. Through the principles you have muscle memories for every movement. For, let's say, rejection highs, rejection lows, equal highs, equal lows, patterns, principles, major movements, W's, M patterns. You have to have the muscle memory for every single movement. Soon as when the market is making a movement, you see the weakness, and that's your muscle memory. You are in a football stadium, you're playing the football, you see the weakness on the other side. That's the place where you're gonna hit your goal. Same thing with the basketball players. Same thing if you're a golf player. You wait in the wind, you look in the ground, you look in the how the smooth it is, you're looking all those details, the information what is supporting now your thought and your muscle memory to make that movement. Same thing if you're a wrestler, MMA, it's all same. We all talk about the muscle memories, and those are exactly the same things what you need here. But you need the journeys behind it, you need the backtesting. That's why the backtesting is so important. Like this thing, I've been backtesting years, that thing. For me, this is so strong in my muscle memory. It was my main weapon back in the days when I was in war. To realize what those market makers want to do. It's not easy to be here, it's not easy to make money. And overall the trading is mad thing. It's not easy to do anything here. It's very intelligent stuff here. For every single mastery what you want to do in this life, football, people training 10 plus years to be a professional footballer. Same with every single sport. And same with the trading. It take at least 3 to 5 years to start getting your first profit. It takes time, it takes development, it takes thinking. And mostly what this take is you go 100% in. If you're ready to walk through that door, you're gonna go 100%. No stupidity, no joking around. You're taking seriously like who you are. You go it, you do it, and you're not giving up. Never you're gonna give up. And if you are in the age of giving up, you have to understand there is something. There is your opportunity to now take a new step and going even more closer. You have to understand, you have to listen that. And if you think that trading is hard and it's not for you, then there is already the answer. Because I'm betting 100% it's not for every single one, but I know 100% every single one can be a trader. Because I'm not different than you, and you are not different than me. We are whole people, humans, and the mind is same. My mind is same like your mind, and your mind is same like his person mind. It's brain. There is nothing, we all have the same brain. It's just the angle, how it's like angle what you want to do in your life. Like where is your pathway, through that direction or through that direction. It's the same thing. Let's say I'm gonna put glass front of other 100 people, and all those 100 people is around the glass, like in a circle. And now let's draw the glass. Every single picture is gonna be different, but it's one object. Now it's the same thing. We're gonna put all those 8 billion people around it, and they're going all in one direction. They're all gonna go in different directions. And who is in the top, who is found in the middle, that's your thing, what you want to do in this life. But the main thing is you made your own path. You create your own path. There is millions of roads on top of the mountain, but if you're gonna create your own path on top of the mountain, that's the original one. That's the journey. That's the something where you learn, especially the mistakes what you made before. And through that, there is opportunity to realize what is muscle memory and to build developing your own muscle memory, what is absolutely important through this life, absolutely every subject what we have in this world. You want to be the horse rider, same thing. You want to be the golf player, same thing. You're gonna be trader, same thing. It's all same thing, different angle, different pattern. Overall, the whole foundation level, it's all same for every single professional thing in this world. Let's do another example in this sense, just for fun. Otherwise, it's gonna go too crazy. People are like, "Hey man, Toji, you coming so crazy there." Okay, let's talk about this one, the yesterday one. Exactly the same example if you're using now the same thing. So what is the first thing? The major and minor. First thing, major, minor. So where's the major? We have this major break, what start here? Boom. We break all those previous lows. What's going on? We have major high. So major high is this color. And major low is this color. They are color coded. So now zoom in, and where is the minor ones? So what we see, the price is going all the way up here. We create this high, what was the previous high, equal highs, and now the price was breaking the equal highs. So the minor high is red. And now the price is going all the way down here, down here, down here, and price is bouncing, 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 and now the price was already breaking the major low. Like that's an information, because now if you're gonna put the minor low here, what is happening? We have, okay, I'm gonna do one thing first. So now when we're gonna zoom in, we're gonna look the minor again, and now where is the high? That's the high what we have here, and this color is green. That's the minor high inside this low and this high here, not inside this one. And now let's zoom out. I want to see you something again. So what we see here, when the major was pushing all the way down, and now we have the movement, great, the high here. So what we see, the fear in the markets was creating the zone between the major high and the minor high, and it pushing down. You see, the market didn't go at all anywhere to those places anymore. All these ones here is just heavily pushing downside. Now what we happen here, we have this minor here. So what you can say here is, this is the major high, this color, and then you can say somehow that's like the mid major high, and that's the minor high, or it's like middle, in the middle. We have like 3 steps to zoom in, and the green is the last color. So what you see now here, when we create another zone in the highs, high between the high, exactly what was previously high between the high, same thing, this one is pushing super down here, and what you see, the price didn't go back in this area at all. And look at how those 2 zones are just pushing price down like come on, so madly. The price was breaking even the major low. Come on. So okay, let's go following the steps now. When the price is down, after that price is going back here, what was happening? The price even didn't reach the previous high, get rejected and breaking the previous low. Again here, price is bouncing, going back up here, get rejected and break the previous low. So those are the principles and information. So again, what we have, major, 100% and 100%, no information right now. to go short or long, we have no idea. Now the price is going all the way bounce. Here we create the minor high, and now the price is bounce, and we break it. So for me, is this break structure give me the 50 long and still 100 short. And now let's zoom in here. What was happening if we're following the principles? So right now we can zoom in one more level, or we're gonna bring another element in the game. So what was happening right now? The price action didn't reach our minor high. It get before rejected and break the lows. So one thing, if I see this kind of price behavior, I'm gonna bring the box opportunity in the game. Another element, what is here? The box opportunity is here, and I'm gonna bring this one here. And now we have principles to go higher, retest, or we get rejected and start breaking the lows. What was happening? The price get rejected and break the previous lows. Price get rejected, break the previous lows. Price get rejected, break the previous lows. What was going on here? So for me is when we're gonna bring the principles now in, the principle shows me like at least 25 here, 25 long and still 100 short. And what was happening now? After that, we break, like price was just gone. And if you zoom out, if you look in the previous, the major zone here, the major high and major low, what you see, the price was breaking already even the previous major zone before the pullback movements. This one before the pullback movements. This going back here 20, this give me here like, I don't know, I'm back in the 10 in the major zones, 10% long and 100% short. And after that, what was happening? The price was pulling back to the major to make to make the principle, and the principle is break, retest, and going. Price was going back, retest, create the lows, break the lows, retest. But now it's gonna be third one, the pattern. So where is the pattern? And the pattern is down here, create the low, this one, break the low, retest, and going downside. And what we see here, we have a bearish pattern after 10% long, 100% short. What we have here, bearish pattern with the bearish principle, plus we have respect there. And that's the trade what you take. Exactly the same information what we just talked about in Dow Jones. Get to the 10-100 bearish pattern, and then we have respected principle there. Boys, if you learn that now in your muscle memory, that was my biggest upgrade in the whole trading history. In my beginnings was this information. This is a good let's say your support in the back pocket if you're going war, if you're going in the boxing ring, and the other side is market makers. Dang. Have a thought, have a think, do your own developing around it, and try to build this thing in your daily lifestyle. This same thing, this method is working everywhere. It's not only like trading, it's your lifestyle, it's your personal lifestyle here, like how you see the world, how you see what is around you. You have to understand something, and you have to listen, you have to open your eyes and ears to see more and to realize more. That's the whole thing in this world, what is happening. To see more to listen more, to smell more. It's 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 enlightenment. It's like you have the mind maze. Let's say you have mind maze. You have your own level where you feel safe. It's your mind maze, and you're in the middle, but you have million directions to go in the maze. But in the middle, it's nice enlightenment. It's bright. It's all superstructure there. But more farther you go inside the maze, it's gonna be darker and darker and deeper and deeper, because you've never been those places. But those places exist there. You can go and research and discover those places. And if you go those places, you're building your own superstructure there to enlightenment up this pathway. And through that you have words. You feel more, you see more, you understand more. There is something what is catching every single human mind. I'm pretty sure about that if you go in those places. And the other thing is, you'll never know how many those places are. You have no idea. No idea. And now if you're in the main mind maze, and if you go in those places like bam bam all the way, you're looking, you are curious, you go in those places, you make the journeys, you are enlightenment up all those dark pathways, and you go in those deep places. You have now your own superstructure, your own words, your own emotions, and reinforced behind it, and your solid ground, and the levels between the wisdoms and knowledge. And now what you can do is you can make all those things happen in your real life, in here. Two feet standing in planet Earth. That's your foundation, planet Earth, and that's a place where you can make everything happen. Your dreams, your everything, every single thing. That's why we are here. That's why we are mind, and that's why we have to create development in our own way to look this world. But of course, there is nothing bad to let the people who love you help you. Come on, that's the whole idea. That's whole idea. Oh wow. So what do you think, guys? Like I said, in the first time when I started this channel, I'm very deep thinker, because I'm been some craziest places in this maze what people have even no idea those places exist, our minds. And trust me, they are exist there. More than people even understands. And there is so much more for me to discover and make my journeys more and more. That's why, like, when I, like, come on, like, if you look at the structure, we have to create this story behind it. We have to create the journey behind it. Like, every single words, we have to create it. We have to develop it in the way. And we have to understand who is making that language what we have here. The right now what is making it is the market makers, between the money and power, manipulation and noise. That is what is happening here. So first we have to understand what is money and power, what is manipulation and noise, what is emotions and behavior. We have to understand all those first to actually developmenting something what is our back pocket to go in the war. The muscle memory, we have to create it. And that's why the back testing is super important, because if you're going back all the time and you start building, step by step, you are learning what emotions, behaviors, manipulation, what is the noise, what was the fake out, what was that, what the price is respecting, what the price is disrespecting, what was the principle, how many retests this behavior is, making. All those little details, and you have to write those things down in your notebook again and again and again to build a muscle memory. If you want to lose the money, go ahead, do whatever you want to do. But if you really want to take serious like your own life, you take your stuff together and you really learn that. And you have to understand the time frame what we talk about is 3 to 5 years to mastering something. 3 to 5 years to be to start making your first profitable trades. And between that, you have to understand if you are in 100%, it's gonna be the time when you're going in your journeys. Let's say 1.5 year between those time frames, or even 2 years. You have to make your journey, because there is more to realize what you are realizing right now. And if you are thinking that's enough already, it's not. It's not enough to be a consistent trader. It's not enough to make this trading everything around you, let's say your family and stuff like that. It's not enough. You're not consistent. It's not. It's no go. You have to make your journey. Pack your backpack. Take tent, tarp, sleeping bag, one pair of every single clothes, and cooking pot, stuff like that. Maybe a little saw, knife, fork, and stuff what you can, a lighter, a simple lighter, and try to be the most minimal, absolutely minimal. Don't go just buy some food, go eat that, to do that. Try to be absolutely minimal. Let's do the budget. 5 euros a day. It is already massive budget. Trust me. 5 euros a day is a massive budget. And what you're gonna do is no buses, no trains. If it's needed, then yes, and no shipments. Go flight in the place and just go walk half year, 1 year, 2 years, even better. Have a notebooks, do some stuff, make something, and go and be alone. The path of loneliness, go and do it and learn it. And understanding who you are, where you are, what you want. And then go back to the trading and do it. Just do it. But yeah, I think it's pretty good today. So, if you have questions, informations, or something what you don't understand, leave the comments or add me in Discord. Let's have a call. Let's figure things out. Let's see. Let's talk. And I see you in the next video. Thank you and ciao.